Galih Othmar. Connected.
One and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear light, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Begley beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow. The effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy Manuel Neuer claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Skidding out of him will count for so much. We are just getting started. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Memphis Depay. Oh, this is a very good run. And not to friend with his unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. What had to be. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And Son Heung-min. Now it's Rooney. Threads one in. Messi. Shot, surely! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Rooney! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
In with the challenge. Guardiola concedes a free kick for that. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Borussia Dortmund are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's picked his way through. Great ball, and he's in here. He's ended up in no man's land. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neuer claims comfortable. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Son Heung-min venturing down the left. Borussia Dortmund do make frequent use of the long diagonal, Jim.
Yeah, they're obviously trying to get their fullbacks as involved as possible, Peter.
And what's the thought behind that?
Well, they're the ones who can find those little pockets of space out wide or go beyond the defence on the overlap. It really opens up all sorts of options for them.
Camavinga, Memphis Depay. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Memphis Depay. Alex Fernandez. Messi. Borussia Dortmund couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ball is over the line. Camavinga. Alexander-Arnold. They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Guardiola. Half an hour played now. And it's Messi. No, not quite on the same wavelength. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Memphis Depay. Van Dijk. Neuer. And Guardiola. Van Dijk. And it's Memphis Depay. Messi. And here's Rooney. Very nicely done. It's Rooney! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, I think he was going to take something very special if the keeper were to get down and claw that out, Peter. It's a quality goal.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition. Borussia Dortmund can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
5 minutes till the break. Looks a good ball through. Rooney has it in a wide position. Oh, that's nice. Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, they've got plenty back. They can deal with that. Borussia Dortmund with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Back when it goes. And it's Fernandez. Tries for a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. This possibly the last play of the half. Messi with the short one. And this is the tie. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. He says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Borussia Dortmund leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And here is the first touch of the second half. Borussia Dortmund currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He is through here. That looks a good cross. Guardiola attempts a clearance. Can he get on the end of this? That is a brilliant interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Camavinga. Van Dijk. Guardiola. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min with the foul. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Borussia Dortmund are down to 10 men. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's forced to go back. Nicely aimed pass. Well, that's well seen too.
There they go, hunting again.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Built as the single goal between the sides. Rooney looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Looking for the far post. The keeper gets his hands on it.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Zainab really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Memphis Depay. Back into the centre. Your impression so far?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Tries a shot! Messi. And now the breakaway. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through. Genuine physical edge about this game is quite attritional. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Camavinga, just about up to 75 minutes. It's a good ball out wide. He's got away.
You can never be short of runners in space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Zainab really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away. But the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
He's fouling that. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter. And with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Memphis Depay does really well to win the ball there. And they can counter here. Oh, now here's a match-up. Now that's been intercepted. Now he's got space here. Alexander-Arnold. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. Camavinga. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Rooney. Yes, great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he's managed to get free. Shot for chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. They've played it short. And that looks a decent ball. Delivers with wit. And he's taking no chances there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is that. Borussia Dortmund win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Rooney picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Borussia Dortmund pretty much coasted this, Peter. Should they have done more to kill it off? Absolutely. But at the same time, you can't say they were overly exerted either. So it's a good result and a clean sheet. A bonus.
They came, they saw, and they were set.
That's So we have to end it from me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin.
Main PES.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's really an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape.
Memphis Depay! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Borussia Dortmund make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Now it's Insigne. He's had it taken off him. It's his chance to lead the counter. Camavinga kept aware, and it is replayed easily. Fernandes. And it's Memphis Depay. Guardiola. Foot in. And here's Messi. He's on it. Can he get away? Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Alexander-Arnold. Messi. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi picks it up out wide. Cross needs to be good. And he's straight offside.
Pescara genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation and predictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. Memphis Depay. Oh, nice touch. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Camavinga. He's having a pop! Oh, nearly. It's made its way to him.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. They want to make the most of this turnover.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Van der Ven with the foul. And he is shown him a yellow card. "15 minutes till half-time. This looks promising. It's Memphis Depay! And that's a good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Oh, he did so to hold on and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness they do now. If they want to...
Well, that is asking for trouble. Now then, the ball's come loose. Van Dijk. And it's Fernandes. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Borussia Dortmund looking after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Lovely bit of skill. He slings it in. Keeper has taken decisive action.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's an imaginative pass. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Camavinga. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That'll be a throw-in.
Dut, krungu rak ketik Dut.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Dut, ketik Dut.
Good running with the ball.
That's going in strongly.
Suara aku krungu rak.
It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened
Woi,
otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with
Suara
what
aku
he
krungu
tried,
apa
all
rak?
things considered. The defence was well prepared for what was coming.
Ngomong
Shin to shin,
Diketik,
bicep
suara
to
aku
bicep,
krungu
and
rak.
he wins out. Oh, what's he done? Messi! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have boots on the throats of
Oke,
their
baik.
foes.
Sapa Ki Arif po? Mas Arif po.
Executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal,
Cuy.
and it's very impressive.
And that is all they have time for. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Borussia Dortmund looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. So off we go again. Van der Beek. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. That has been slung wide. And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Pescara certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Alexander-Arnold.
Eh,
He's got away. He's been bundled over. That is a
kacau,
foul.
kacau.
That looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line. And now a sudden chance to counter. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This game already looks like a fait accompli. He's in a great position here. It's anyone's ball now. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days. All part of a forward's duties.
And here's Messi. Somewhat off target. And here's Camavinga. Camavinga ploughing through the middle. Ah, such a clever touch. He's having a hit! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Insigne. And he's been shifted off it. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Memphis Depay, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Cleared away.
Borussia Dortmund have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for some...
And Messi! Now who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get rid. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Messi. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Very nicely done. And here's Camavinga. Taken back almost at once. Threads one in. And no joy this time. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Camavinga carries the ball down the right. Fernandez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And this is Insigne. Insigne has a lot to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. The Dortmund are coasting towards victory. Referee's given a throw. Five minutes left on the clock. That's a nicely shaped ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's definitely not his best. It's a searching pass. And this is Insigne. He has found the way through. Sajud. Oh, well played, well played. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Harmlessly behind.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
Pescara are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments. Oh no, this does not look good. Shoots! And yes, it's there! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Borussia Dortmund, and that is that. Borussia Dortmund have done their thing. They were driven by a desire to maximise every game, and they have won this one. Memphis Depay claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So many. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.